Think we're live. Okay, we're live. We are live. Welcome, guys. It is Old Man G here, back again with another weekly Manchester United News Now episode, where we go through what I think are the key topics or areas regarding Manchester United news. So we hope we're going to do this every week. The last video actually did quite well, at least for this channel anyway. So I thought, you know what? Why not just make it a weekly regular thing? So basically, what we're going to do, I think we're going to cover four things. The first thing is we're going to cover the leaked fixture list, or leaked confirmed fixture list for Manchester United fixtures up until the 2nd of July. Then we're going to look at the fact that Ighalo, we're going to review the fact that Ighalo stayed, and Timo Werner, on the other hand, looks like it's going to Chelsea. So we're going to talk a bit about that. We're also going to talk a bit about some transfer news. United linked to Kai Havertz, Almadon, who's an Argentinian guy, Moussa Dembele, all the rest of it. So it's going to be some quite interesting news from that point of view. And then lastly, we're going to say, can United basically win the Europa League? And so we'll take things from there. So let's get into it, basically. So United fixture list confirmed. If I just screen share it to you guys, United, obviously, we've got our June fixture list. And as you can see here, hopefully everyone can see that here, you have a situation where United are confirmed to basically start on the 19th of June. It's still about 2 weeks away from now, just over 2 weeks, where we're going to be playing Tottenham away. That's at 8:15. That's on the Friday. It's one of the big Friday night football games. Then the following week, Wednesday, midweek, Manchester United will be at home to Sheffield United. Then following that, they'll be away to Norwich. And obviously, bearing in mind some of these venues, I think the Sheffield United venue in particular is actually due to be a neutral venue, actually. So bear that in mind. And then after that, we have Norwich away, which is in the FA Cup. The FA Cup due to resume on the 27th of June. And then lastly, in the end of June, we will be away to Brighton. So I see a couple of you guys in the comments. Shout out to Raymond Moore and Kesey. Hope you guys doing all right. And yes, Kesey, I'm going to go and HJ's Hangout. What do you guys think? Do you think that these are winnable games? I mean, my first sort of viewpoint is, one, I'm happy that obviously football is back. Initially, before the lockdown, I would have said that the Spurs game in particular would have been actually quite difficult, because it would have been easy, because Spurs obviously had a lot of injuries. Kane was out, Son was not there, Ali was out, I think, as well. They basically had no one at all. And yet now, Kane is obviously back, Son's back. They've got a fully fit squad, and obviously Mourinho at the helm. So this game is not going to be as easy as it was. Nonetheless, when they did come to Old Trafford, we did beat them, and we're obviously going to have a fully fit squad. So I guess we'll see what happens. The following game, Manchester and Sheffield United. We've struggled against Sheffield United this season. We definitely have struggled against Sheffield United. So I think that is actually going to be a difficult game. But, you know, with Pogba, with Bruno Fernandes, and with obviously likes of Bailly, for example, as well coming in, I hope we can break the team. I think the big thing for me about these small teams, the likes of Sheffield United, Norwich, who have to play, who I think we should win in the FA Cup, by the way, and Brighton, is, as I was saying to a mate of mine, I think that what you'll see is a lot of these teams, the small teams that don't have depth, that don't necessarily have the facilities in terms of fitness compared to the other teams. I think what you'll see these teams struggle. Yes, we'll have 5 substitutions, but they're going to be bringing on, in quote, lesser quality. So I think this is really an opportunity for the bigger teams like United to really take advantage, at least in the first couple of games before a lot of these small teams get back into the stride, because everyone's fitness is going to be bad. It's not going to be great. And I think that what we can do is we can maximize that by, you know, starting well. And again, we see, because our fixture list compared to some of these other teams around top 4, like Chelsea, Arsenal, Wolves, etc., is actually quite good. But once we finish playing Tottenham in this game, we've effectively played everyone in the top 6 or 7, you know. So let's see what happens. But let me know what you think in the comments. Are you guys happy that these fixture list is with this? Do you think the United can win all these games? Do United need to win all these games? Because obviously if they don't win all these games, who knows what's going to happen? We probably might not get top 4. You know, we have to take, given that we're playing Spurs, Sheffield United at home, and Brighton. We have to take 9 points from those games, so we cannot afford to lose games. We can't. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, so that's the United fixtures confirmed. Moving on to next news, Ighalo stays, and then Werner signs for Chelsea. Now, obviously, there's a lot of people aware. Odion Ighalo is now confirmed to stay at Manchester United up until January 2021, which is good news for Ighalo. It's good news for me, for a lot of Manchester United fans. And this here, guys, loving it. Why have I put this here? Ighalo obviously will stay at Manchester United for till January. But this is the issue with this, is that I love Ighalo, and I hope that Ighalo will do very, very well at Manchester United. I'm sure he will do very well at Manchester United. But the big issue, I guess, is that he's going to be leaving in January. And so because we haven't gone for that strike, and I'll talk about Timo Werner in a second, what you'll find is that we're going to be, shout out to Rasmus, man. Thank you for joining, Rasmus, who's been joining the stream. I'm going to be posting, by the way, guys, I'm going to be posting some clips on this channel I did a stream on Twitch, and please follow me on Twitch. Links in the description, where I did a Euro England a group play for, and Marcus Rashford scored some very, very sick goals. So I'm going to be posting those clips hopefully some point later today. But yeah, guys, the issue with Ighalo is not that I think that Ighalo can't do a good job for Manchester United. I think he's going to do a really, really good job, and I'm happy that he stayed. The issue is with the deal, I think. And the only concern I have is that we will be striker-less come January. The hope is that Greenwood would develop, and I'm hoping from now up until January that Greenwood will step into that role, so that when Ighalo does leave, Greenwood can sort of can step into the frame and provide us with good support, and can be the next, and hopefully be the next big thing, because I think he's got the potential to. But it's going to be a challenge. It's really, really going to be a challenge. Werner obviously has been confirmed. We were linked with Werner numerous times, and it looks like he's going to Chelsea. Chelsea, I've said for a long, long time, have a very good history of transfers. They seem to just get what they need. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. But if you're the manager of Chelsea, you know that you're going to get the players that you want, irrespective of what Chelsea fans complain about. The reality is that they've signed Ziyech and Werner, just like that. Chelsea have spent money. Chelsea have been backed. And it's up to the players to perform. It's a bit annoying. I would have liked Werner at Manchester United, although I'm not massively concerned, because we have other areas that we need to improve, mostly that right wing area and the CDM area, and that's where we really, really, really need to sort things out. If that's what you think. So shout out to Keith in the comments. I'll speak to you after the chat. Moussa Dembele is someone that we've also been linked to, actually. We've been linked to him. He's been playing sort of politics or mind games with Lyon. I think that if we're thinking of getting another striker in, and I think this is where I'm thinking of January, thinking of ahead, I still think that we should sign another striker. But if we're not going to sign another striker, then at least bring in Moussa Dembele. I don't think he's going to be going anywhere. So at least bring Moussa Dembele in at January. I think that will help. He's been doing very well at Lyon, and I think that he can really add that extra kick for Manchester United. But let's see what Ighalo does for us. Let's see what Ighalo does, and fingers crossed, he'll win a lot of trophies at Manchester United. It is a blow that Werner is going for Chelsea. But was he really ever coming to Manchester United? Did he really say his heart was set on Man? His heart, frankly, was set on Liverpool, if we're perfectly honest. But Liverpool didn't want to cough up the money to buy him. Chelsea have the money, bearing in mind they've had a transfer ban. So it is what it is. KSI says Rashford. Yeah, Rashford, I think for me, can deputise number 9, but for me, he's better on the left. We need a proper recognised number 9 in my opinion. So it's it. But happy that Ighalo stayed. A bit of a kick in the teeth that Werner's gone to Chelsea to strengthen a rival, and I do think that Moussa Dembele can really, if we go for him either this summer or January, can really strengthen this team. Let's get back. So what is the next topic of conversation? Latest transfer news. I haven't been posting a lot of transfer news videos recently because one, we don't know how long the transfer window is going to be open for. Two, when it's going to be open, because obviously different leagues are coming back at different times, and that makes it a bit difficult. As opposed to what happened usually when all the leagues would finish around about the same time. The transfer window would have been open from now up until the end of August time, and then that'll be it. The fact that leagues are still going on means that they obviously want to hold on to some of these players, and therefore means that transfer deal can't be done. We can't sign, for example, Sancho until the Bundesliga is finished. And, thankfully, Dortmund, I think, are knocked out of the Champions League, so that's not a barrier. But for teams that are still in European competition, it's going to be difficult. Rasmus A says, I think we missed on Werner. Werner's very disappointed. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I'm disappointed, but I think, mate, I would be much more disappointed if we missed out on Jadon Sancho. For me, Jadon Sancho is the priority of the summer. He is definitely the priority of the summer. So I'm just going to screen share again. I've been screen sharing all the time, guys. Actually, forget about screen sharing. Actually, it's okay. Basically, commenting on this transfer news, United obviously have been linked with Kai Havertz, this Argentine Almadrid guy, Jack Grealish as well, and have you linked with anyone else? The Almadian guy who's got a 20 million release clause that we are competing with and hopefully can sign. Kai Havertz, I think, is the big one, but he's not going to be. He's going to be at least 80 million pounds, and Real Madrid obviously in the race for him as well. Do I think that Manchester United are going to buy Kai Havertz for 80 million? I think it's a good player. It's interesting that he was left out of the Bayer Leverkusen team. But honestly, if United are going to play 40 million on Werner, why would they pay 80 million on Kai Havertz when potentially Manchester United could spend half of that money on getting Jack Grealish? That's what I think. Georgia B, shout out to you, long time no speak. Certainly from on the streams. I hope you're doing well. I'm convinced that Ed will find a way to mess up the Sancho deal. Yes, well, it's like I said, guys. So it's one of the reasons why I haven't commented a lot on transfer news is because the reality is the transfer window is not open. We don't know how long it's going to be open for. And the fact is, if we only get a 3-week transfer window, because that's what it looks like when the Premier League finishes in August, there'll be some time and then seasons will resume September. There's not going to be a lot of time, and so I think the big issue for me is that, United take ages to get deals. Can we actually get these deals through? So for me, the best thing for Manchester United to do is to prioritize deals. And by prioritizing deals, they need to prioritize Jadon Sancho. A Jack Grealish is fine. I don't think United are going to spend 80 million on Kai Havertz. Bayern Munich, I think he's more likely to go to Bayern, to be honest. This Almadine guy sounds interesting with Argentinians, but we'll see how that goes. Personally, I think it's just his agent. But I will certainly go live when there's, I think, a lot more concrete stuff. Right now, there's just so much speculation with Manchester United transfer news that I've refused to cover a lot of it, aside from the stuff that's official, i.e., for example, the Ighalo transfer. Let me know what you think, guys, in the comments, whether you think Ighalo staying was actually a good thing. George B says, where will Havertz play? I don't see him fit. Well, exactly. This is another big thing as well, So I think it's good to have depth in a squad, but you also need a starting, and he will want to start. I don't also see where Havertz will play either when we've got the likes of Fernando and Pogba, not to mention other players like Lingard or Pereira who are not great but are still in the squad, and will have to play. So it's not a crucial area for me. I do see strengthening helps. So, but I don't think spending 80 million on a squad player is the right way to go. It's my 2 cents. It's my 2 cents. So that's the transfer news out of the way for a while. Let's go into final news topic, because this is a brief stream. These streams only last about 15-20 minutes. Can United win the Europa League? Can United win the Europa League? Team to Gage. Looks like Thomas Partey is going to Arsenal. Is Thomas Partey really going to Arsenal? I mean, it says that he wants to go to Arsenal, but we're really 100% sure that he's going to Arsenal, because so far I've seen it's just been speculation. He said he wants to go, but can Arsenal even afford it? Atletico's, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, guy. I really, I'd be very surprised, but we'll see. Europa League. Europa League. Oh, by the way, guys, make sure that you hit the like button, share the video, share the vid, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We'd very appreciate it. Make sure that you also follow us on Twitch as well. Wanting to get to affiliate status ASAP, so please follow us on Twitch at Red Devil Studio. Link is in the description. Rasmus A says, I don't think that Ighalo staying is good, but if we don't sign anyone and he leaves next season in January, then we are back to square one yet again. I agree, Rasmus A. That for me has been my issue. That's why in the previous segment I mentioned a Moussa Dembele from Lyon. I feel like I don't think he's going to be going anywhere, and so I feel that what would be good is if we can sign him in January as a good replacement. That'd be a good shout. The only hope that we really have is that Greenwood turns good, and he has the potential to. If Greenwood skyrockets, then that problem could be sorted out. Raymond, what's happening with the Sauna Gears deal? Is it done, mate? Oh, Raymond, come on, Raymond. Sauna Goals was trolling everybody. He was trolling everybody, man. He was trolling everyone. He was. It was just some sort of, I can't remember. It was some, I don't know if it was like an online team or smaller team or something, but like he was never, Atletico Madrid would never let him announce transfers in that way and stuff like that. Not at all, So he was just trolling. He's not leaving Atletico Madrid. I've never thought he's leaving Atletico Madrid. Unless like I see Fabrizio Morano report on Soneguez coming to Manchester United, I'm not covering any Soneguez stuff ever again, because he's just not coming to United. He's not. Georgia B says we need Partey. I think we do need Partey, but apparently he's agreed personal terms with Arsenal, but they're trying to agree a fee. That must mean that what's his name, the Argentinian guy or Uruguayan guy that plays for them. I've forgotten his name. He must be leaving. It must be. But fair enough. I'll have a look. We'll see. We'll investigate it. But that'd be a big blow because, we need a DM. And aside from Partey, the only other one I can think of is Ndidi. He'd probably be a good shout. Rasmus say we can win the Europa League. Surely we can win the Europa League. Yes. Let me get back to the topic at hand. Surely we can win the Europa League. Can Manchester United win the Europa League? Yes, Manchester United can win the Europa League. Obviously, last knockout stages we beat Lask and Club Brugge. We scored 5 goals past each of them. 5 past Brugge, who were down to 10 men, but also 5 past Lask, who weren't. Can we win the Europa League? I think we can. There are some tough teams left. Inter Milan is still in it. Wolves obviously still in it, who we struggled against. Who else is still in it? That's a bit tough. Valencia, I think, might still be in it. Arsenal aren't still in it. I think Inter Valencia and Wolves, I think, would be my kind of 3 I think would struggle. But to be honest, with the depth that we have, I think with the squad we have, we can win the Europa League. We can. There's no reason why we can't. There really is no reason why we can't. And I don't think Inter's defensive record has been particularly good. So if we're on point, I think we can win the Europa League. Comments. Yeah. I think we can win the Europa League. And if I was Solskjaer, one of the positive things about this whole sort of situation is that at least the league finishes before the Europe competition. So we don't have to sort of prioritize one or the other. We can go gung-ho for top 4 as much as fast as much as we want to put our energy into getting top 4. But if we don't get top 4, at the very least, we can then after the season's over, say, right, let's go again, and we can make the Europa League, a really, really big tournament. That for me is the best sort of thing. I think United can win the Europa League, and let me know in the comments if you think United can win the Europa League as well. Right, guys. That is us. That is us. Like I said, it's a brief video. It's not going to be particularly long. Where I just want to recap the main points of Manchester United this week. Let me know what you think about this. If you like this one, if you like this weekly format, this is what I'm going to try and do, especially as the season resumes, where there'll hopefully be a lot more interesting stuff to talk about. The only big thing with this week for me was just the fact that the fixtures were confirmed. Everything else is pretty much either speculation or thought, and obviously that Ighalo was signed. But yeah, make sure, guys, to leave a like, subscribe, smash the notification button to let us know when we go live and the latest news. Follow us on Twitch. I'll be streaming a lot of stuff on Twitch, watch-alongs, video games, etc. Shout out us on Instagram as well, and get involved. And shout out to Draco Man as well. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Go over and support his channel as well, man. The next few days, just so people are aware, tomorrow we're going to be doing another Red Devils battles at 6 o'clock this time, where we're going to be debating Mason Greenwood versus Martinelli. So stay tuned for that. And the following Monday at 9 o'clock, we're having the new Red Devil Live podcast, as we usually do. So get involved in that. Have a nice day, guys, and cheers.